Hello, dear Alfred. We are so glad that you agree to make another interview for us, the third interview during the month of coronavirus. It is so nice to hear your answers to our questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you for organizing these, collecting these questions and organizing the interviews. Thank you, Irina.
We will start. The first question is about the very acute situation about sickness. What should I say to myself when I stand on the edge? When already happened what I feared? When you are already sick with coronavirus and there is pneumonia and there is a lot of fear in your soul, how do I support myself and continue to believe in better outcome?
This is, of course, a very acute situation, possibly a near-death experience. When I already am infected and have pneumonia, pneumonia is a very severe sickness, and all kinds of pneumonia can be deadly. Pneumonia is severe sickness. And when I suffer from such a severe sickness, then I may be numbed, I may not have much energy, may not think very much, but just have all energy to just breathe and support the pain and this asphyxia, this less of oxygen in my lungs, which makes me very numb and half conscious. Um, this is in a very critical stage. Then I'm not sure if we think a lot about how to overcome or how to or the psychic, the fear. Maybe there is some fear, but there is maybe not the energy anymore to work on that. But I'm convinced that up to the last moment of our life, even in the hour of our death, that we have an inner little fire where we can speak with ourselves, where we can feel that I am with myself, that I can talk with myself. I can feel and take my feelings and say some good words to me, some consolating words, some words of hope, some words like, it will become good. Whatever, however it is going to end, it will be good. Even if I die, even if the life doesn't have the power anymore to overcome this critical moment when my body is in a very crisis, when nobody knows, does my body and psyche have the energy, the immune resilience to be stronger than the virus? And this can happen. This can happen to everyone. That we then try to accept it, to take it, and to speak good words to myself in my inner dialogue, saying things like, well, I did what I could in my life. The virus infected me. Maybe I made a mistake. This may happen, of course. Maybe I was not cautious enough. But it can happen even when I was cautious. And then the development of the virus can have such a tragic course that I get the pneumonia and that I am close to death. And close to death, it needs presence. It needs maybe presence of other people, of the beloved ones, but for sure, it needs my inner presence, that I am with me, that I am going with me, that I do not let me be separated from myself, even in the utmost dangerous situation of my life, that I live my self-fidelity, my relationship to myself, my love to myself, my love to my life, my respect and appreciation of me being a person by these inner simple phrases, these good words which I am telling to myself. They were similar as my loving mother and father would possibly have said to me when I was a child. Loving phrases of people who love me. This I'm hopefully able to say that to myself. Then I can be calm and quiet and peaceful. When I say words like, it will come in a good way, and whatever it will be, it is in order of my life. It is how life is with me. Life is a gift. I got it. I have no right about it. I cared for it. And now I can't do more. I just have to render myself to the development, to the flow of life. But my task is to be close to me, to not give up myself, to not fall in a despair, because this is also life. This is how life gives itself to me. And this is so important that we have such an open, in principle, a phenomenological attitude to our life, a stand which takes life as it shows up, as it is, as it appears, and to remain myself in front of my life, not to become a foreigner to myself, to, to really be who I am and maybe even become more who I am by taking it, by seeing with open eyes what is going on, and if I'm going to die, that I look into my death, into the eyes of the death, and say, well, this was my life. I'm grateful for what I had, and I tried to live it with all my love until the last breath. If the situation is not so dangerous, if I have enough energy to think, then my fear may be stronger because I feel that the danger is very high, and then I, I may easily fall into despair. Then again, we need inner dialogue, and we have to, to deal with ourselves and ask, why is it so fearful for me? What am I going to lose? Of course, my life, but what is in concrete the most valuable which I'm going to lose? This is maybe the relationship to the beloved ones or to my children, and they are maybe still a bit too young to live alone. And I feel they need me. Or all the journeys which I would have liked to do, or books to read, or activities, and just to, because I love life. And now I'm in a critical situation and it can become worse. And this also needs me. It is a situation where I have to confront my anxiety and be upright and to ask myself concretely, if I, if the worst would happen, why would it be so difficult for me? Do I understand myself? Can I do something now to prevent the worst? Maybe I should speak with my children, or I should look for forgiving somebody, or to correct a behavior or to make a last will or whatever, to be prepared, to be active and confronting the abysses of existence. These are abysses and they are there. We all know it cognitively, but in such situations, we have to go through to feel them, to experience them, we are touched, we have feelings, and feelings are much stronger in their impact on our lives than thoughts. We all know it since years that we can die and we can become very sick. But now, when I am very sick, when I'm on the edge of the abyss, then let us have a look back. How was my life? What was good in it? What was not so good? Do I have a chance to correct something? Do I have a chance to grieve about something? Do I have the chance to regret something? To free my soul, to free my inner person, to become more myself in front of the abyss. And then I have to look in the abyss and to confront myself with what can possibly happen. And why would it be so difficult for me? What is the most painful which I see, which I feel in my fear? And why can't I take it, accept it, let it be as it is? I can't live against my life. I can't live against reality. If I try, I'm going to lose. Reality, being, life is bigger and stronger and more powerful than I am. Being human means to face it and to give my answers in what I can do, my answers in trying to understand, and my answer in letting things be as they are when I cannot change them, but mainly letting me be and becoming more myself. And the crucial, the hotspot for this is my inner dialogue, my being with myself, my accepting myself, my accepting my life, which my being myself, like a baby which I take on my arm and care for it. And I care for this flame of life that the wind doesn't blow it out. But I can't do more. But this is life. Maybe I have a wrong imagination of what is life. And this can be corrected. This can be corrected when I'm on the edge of an abyss. That I get a more realistic and not so much simply wishful imagination, idea, picture of life. This is what I can do when I'm still stronger and full of fear, infected and sick, to face my reality, to face the potential in my reality, and to bring myself into position to it through inner dialogue. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very necessary and important words in this situation. Thank you, Alfred.